Shemai. Where you writing, David? Your quotation right now, right?
Oh, no.
You have to get the quotation when nobody perceives.
Yes.
So we said, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So we give all glory, honor, and praise to the Most High YAHAWAH, which is only begotten Son, the Mashiach YAHWAH. And so as we'll start with the Shabbat class, Mayan, what was the first thing?
In things, when you talk about the sons of prophets, who is it talking about?
Sons of who?
Sons of prophets.
Prophets. Read what you have now. Alright, so we're going. Alright, so everybody get 2 Timothy for me. The book of 2 Timothy 2, verse 1. But first, is everybody okay with the 13 months? Aisha, yeah. You sure? Zaman? Huh? What happened? You're okay? Why you okay, son? Why you okay? What do you understand? Shaman, what about you, sir? So I'll go right this evening. Because we have to understand, we are nothing without time. If you don't become 12 o'clock, we don't exist. And no, you have to set it straight, sir. And even with the Most High, time is of everything. Because just like I asked the question, what time did the YAHWAH die? How much o'clock did the YAHWAH die? 6 hours. How much o'clock was that? 12. Crucifixion beginning at 9, right? So he died at 12, kan? What time was he risen? Huh? When?
The 9th hour of the night. Yeah, the 9th hour.
So what time is that?
3 o'clock.
What time did YAHWAH risen? The time of the resurrection of YAHWAH. Here is the first I ever hear somebody say 12. To be honest.
Sunset.
He risen when?
Sunset.
When did he risen?
Sunset.
So why wasn't 12 o'clock? Why wasn't it at 12 when he died? Do you see that? That the Most High said even to even is what? 1 day. So when he died 12, that don't have no effect on the day. The day is not finished until the sun goes down. So everything evolves around the setting of what? The sun. And everything evolves about what? The rising of the sun. Because keep in mind, he let the disciples know, when I die, I'll rise the 3rd day. You understand me? So he died on the Wednesday and was risen Saturday, so-called Saturday sundown. Because in the Bible, we don't have no days for the months for the days of the week. In the Bible, we don't have no Sunday. All these are Greek gods. Moon. Moon day. Sun. Why sun don't spell S-O-N? S-U-N. That's straight from Egypt. Egyptian God, Ra, the sun God. You understand me? Just like the days, the months of the year. January, February, all day means something. And so we, in our history, we don't have nothing like that. We don't have no 60 seconds make 1 minute. We don't have it. Because when was the first 8 hour? When did they change the normal hours to 8 hours? Did anybody look at that? They do it in 1800. You understand me? It was some ruler from Spain coming and they give the, say, let it be 8 hours a day, and everybody changed to that. Because what the normal work hours per week in Ghana? The normal work hours per week in Ghana. What's the normal work hours per week in America, sister?
40 a week.
40 hours a week. So what's the work week hour in Ghana?
It's between 40 hours.
But do y'all keep it?
No, no.
More than that, 45.
It's 45 y'all do? Because the country what did the most per work hour is which country? United Arab Emirates. Their normal work per hour per week is 52 hours per week. You understand me? You still have some countries, their normal work hour is 27 hours per week. France, Greece, Rome, they work hours a week is 6 hours a day. Even schools in this country 6 hours a day. You understand me? I think a country in Africa have the same thing too. I think Mozambique or something like that. They work hours in 6 hours a day. So all these things they do in terms of what region you're in and who feel like they should mess with times. But in the Bible, we don't have no 60 seconds make 1 minute. You understand me? How much minute make an hour? We don't have that. You understand me? We just have time. Our entire existence is from the rising of the sun and to the setting down of the sun. So if you check the white man calendar, when do we tell you is the shortest day of the year? No, February is the shortest month. But he tell you some daytime in June is the shortest day in the year. You understand me? How you get that, I don't know. I never tried to go into it. But our entire thing is the equators. Because when Joshua stopped the sun, how long did Joshua stop the sun for? Zaman. When Joshua was fighting and he said, God, don't let the sun set, let me kill these people before the night fall. How long was the sun stopped for? Huh? How much? How much? How much? So 4 hours. So now it's supposed to be 3, right? And the sun stopped at 3. Meaning, when they said the sun stopped, what that meant? Because Joshua prayed for it to happen. So when Joshua said the sun stopped, what happened? There no darkness came. He never set. So look at it this way. Say for instance, it stopped at 3. I don't know what time it was. So-called 4, 5, 6, 7. So now it should be 7 o'clock and this happened. Is the day done? So when the Most High released back time, and that's why Daniel called the Most High the Ancient of Days, the Ancient of Time, before time. So the Most High resumed it back. Did it resume at 7? Or do it continue at 4?
No.
It continued at 4.
Okay.
It continued. Because we don't have that scheduled 8 hours a day like what you have. That never came until 1847. You need to look into it. Do you understand me? So now we go off of what? The rising of the sun to the setting of the sun. When that happens, that's a day. If it don't happen, the day is not finished. So that's why when YAHAWAH died, between 12 to 3, he never rise between 12 to 3. And remember, the Shabbat what they were running to keep was Passover. So Yahushua died that Wednesday, and he rise Saturday, sundown. Because remember, Mary them was going to the grave when? What time?
Done.
When? What is done? Done. What is done? Yes, in the morning. So when they went to the grave in the morning, Yahushua was risen already. Was he there? No. The angel said, the man in the seat, what? Have risen. Meaning risen before. So we know he never risen in the morning, he risen Saturday evening. The sunset. He stayed there because the Bible said he stayed there for what? 3 nights, 3 days. So the day was not fully until the sun go down. That's when the day was fully. So not because he died at between 12 to 3, he's going to rise back 12 to 3. That don't have nothing to do or affect with the time of the Most High. Do you understand me? And you have to understand who changed your times and your laws. So that's why we have what? This book. We call the book of what? The calendars. So you see all the ancient calendars from Egypt to Ethiopia. You understand me? You see everything in there from the day, even when Yahushua kept the last Passover in Israel. It gives you the date, it gives you the time, everything. You go right back to it. You understand me? So when you read it, you will see, and we'll go further. We'll go further into it later on this evening. But the word leap just means jump or forward. You understand me? So leap don't mean an evil. Now, how much weeks make a year now? How much? 52. Okay. So, can you get 52 from 12? 12 divided by 52, how much is it? Huh? Huh? You will get what? Okay. So now, when you read the Bible, how much month the Bible tell you should be a year? How much days should be in the year according to the text of every year? 360? 4. Right? But now when they're going to, anybody have the book of Enoch? You have yours, Deacon?
Yeah.
So we'll go through that today to see what Enoch said. When he said, oh, you have it on your phone?
Yeah, I have it here.
Okay. Right? So we're going to go through Enoch 74:12 and 75:12. And Enoch will tell you the specific time, the date, and the hour. Okay, even some brothers was keeping Passover last night. You understand me? I get pictures that some brothers was keeping Passover last night. You understand me? Come here, Deacon, and show you something. You see this? This is the Hebrew calendar, right? And what he said here, we Adar, second Adar. You understand me? Because sometimes everything is 30 days. Because just like how Zamar said, it's 52 weeks make a year. You understand me? How could that possible? You're going to get 48, right? So it's short, 30 days going short. Remember? So only thing they do was change your time. They have you like a guinea pig, they have you like a slave, but that's why they have what? Daylight saving time. Who daylight saving time? You know that thing affect you psychologically? They change the time in the middle of the night. So that's why sometimes you wake up, the sun is bright. Sometimes 5 o'clock a.m. in the morning, the sun is dark. You understand me? But that don't have nothing to do with the Most High time in terms of you saying, because you have many people, when it's a Sabbath, they tell you 6 o'clock. Don't tell me the sun set at 6 o'clock. You was in Virginia. What's the latest the sun set?
Sometimes it used to set around 7 something, almost 8.
In New York, you will see 9 o'clock, it still look like this outside. 9 p.m. at night, you see children still outside still like this. The sun don't set there. So now, You have it in your head, sunset at 6. Who tell you that? So you have longer day, shorter night. You have longer night, shorter day. Haven't you ever sleep and wake up and look at the time and say, damn, it's still 4 o'clock? I'm going back to sleep. Do you understand me? But who tell you it's 4 o'clock? You understand me? That's why England have that thing with the clock named what, Big Ben and all these things. You understand me? But everything have to be precise. Can? Get me Joe back. Get me the book of Job. Read from verse 1. Job 9 verse 1.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse number 1. Then Job answered and said, I know it is so of a truth, but how should man be just with God?
So Job asking a question. How can one person be justified with the Most High? Right? Read on.
Verse number 3. If you will contend with him, he cannot answer him 1 of 1,000.
So you see that? So if you should contend with God, whatever question God asks you, out of 1,000 you cannot answer any. Do you understand what we're going into here? Read on.
Verse number 4. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength, who had hardened himself against him and had prospered.
Read.
Which removed the mountains, and they know not.
So you see that? The Most High, you will wake up today and there's an earthquake, the mountain is not there. So the Most High can remove this thing, nobody knows. You can even research it. Right? Read on.
Which removed the mountains, and they know not. Which overturned them in his anger.
Read.
Which shaken the earth out of a place.
So when you have an earthquake and an earth shift, who did that? Read on.
And the pillars thereof tremble.
So the pillars were in his hand. Even the white man tell her this is true. Because the white man tell her Chile get an earthquake a couple years ago. And he said shift the earth tremendously. You understand me? So this is what Job is saying. The Most High have the power to do all this. Right? Read on.
Verse number 7. Which commanded the sun, and it riseth not.
Read.
And sealed up the stars.
So you see that? The Most High command the sun, said, don't rise. So if the sun don't rise, is it the next day?
No.
But what the white man said? It's a day, right? And he continue with his calendar going. So now what I want everyone to do, check on your internet, when did the sun rise today? Right? You don't have to do it now. And then you check when do it set today. And see if you get 12 hours or 8 hours. Because he says 8 hours a day, right? So check from his rising of the sun until his setting of the sun if you get 8 hours or 12 hours. You will never get it. 8 hours or 12 hours. Do you understand it? But his day continue. Because the Bible says 12 hours a day. He said it's what? 24 hours a day. Right? Read on, sir.
Which commanded the sun, and it riseth not, and sealed up the stars. Which alone spreadeth out the heavens.
What the Most High do?
Spreadeth out the heavens.
Read on.
And treadeth upon the waves of the sea.
So no matter how high you see the wave is, the Bible said the Most High is on the waves of the sea. Right? Read.
Which maketh Arcturus, Honor, and Periods, and the timbers of of the south.
So who understand what verse 9 talking about? And remember, Job started off and said, who can contend with the Most High? So if you cannot contend with the Most High, Job said, how can you contend? You ever hear some people, I'm married to Jesus, me and God have a personal relationship. So Job asking the question now, if you're dealing with the God of Israel, which is the Son is YAHAWAH and the Most High is YAHAWAH, Job said, who can contend with him if he asks 1,000 questions and cannot answer one? So now verse 9 is here. Read verse 9.
Verse number 9. Which maketh actuals.
So the Bible said the Most High make actors. Read.
Orion.
The Most High make what?
Orion.
Read on.
And Pyrrhus.
And who?
And Pyrrhus.
Pyrrhus. Read.
And the chambers of the earth, of the south.
So what is this we're talking about now, Shaman? I heard he was a stallion. And I get it from good source. The Bible telling us now the Most High made this. What are they, man? Huh? No, they're not angels. They're not portals. Isaiah? Huh? Stars. The moon, he mentioned the moon further down, right? So he said the Most High spread it out the heaven and put these in there. What is this, Deacon? These are the other planets. And you should take Orion. Orion means circle, ring. So you know that's Saturn. The white man just changed the name to Greek mythology. So these are the other planets that the Most High made. So when did the white man tell you to find other planets? In the 60s, right? But didn't Job write about this? Did Job see? Did Job get up binnacles to see all these things? The Most High tell him that I make all these things. So you see, everything is there in the script. You have Enoch 75 taken? Get it, get Enoch 75 and
Why don't you start at 16?
Up for Enoch? Yeah, we can take it from there too. Yeah. Right? So read on, sir. Verse 9. Read verse 9 again.
Which maketh actuals, Orion and Pyrrhus, and the chambers of the south, which doeth great things, past finding out. Yea, and wonders without number.
Without what?
Without number.
So you cannot put no number in the Most High time or day. That the Bible said, what? A day to you is how much days to God?
1,000.
So what time difference is the Most High going by? When the Most High said, 1,000 years for you is one day for him. So the time not correct. It's not. Because when Peter come and Peter let you know, David let you know, 1,000 years for you is one day for God. So what time the Most High going after? Is it 8 hours a day? Remember, all of you believe the white man was coming back for you 2000, right? Didn't you believe that? The white man can't even come back for himself. But the year 2000, didn't a lot of you? I was in the truth. I give thanks to that. So I never have that belief that no white people coming from the sky to save me. Right? So I give thanks for that. But weren't a lot of you saying, this is the millennium? Indeed, guys? I said, this is the millennium. Your false God, Jesus, was coming here 2000. You said it. So now you see, your millennium and the millennium of the Most High have nothing in common. So if we want to get up with the Most High, what time we going to it? What's our time span? What's our time difference? Do you get what I'm saying? Right? Read, sir.
That's number 3. Which doeth great things, past finding out. Yea, and wonders without number. Lo, he goeth by me, and I see him not. He passeth on also.
What verse here?
Verse 11. Lo, he goeth by me, and I see him not.
So hear what Job said.
Yes.
The Most High can go by you and you don't even see him now. Right? Read?
He passed on also, but I perceive him not.
Read?
Behold, he take away, who can hinder him?
Mm-hmm.
Who will say unto him, what doest thou?
So if he says, 1,000 years to you is one day to him, what are you going to tell him? And keep in mind, the prophets have known this.
Yeah.
So you will think you have more knowledge than them and all these things. Stop it. Because the Bible, the history of Josephus tell you, get 38, 31 from me. The Josephus tell you, Abraham went to Egypt and was teaching them mathematics. Job 38, verse 31.
Enough
75, start at 12. Job 38, 31.
The book of Job, chapter 38, verse number 1. Can thou bind the sweet influences of Cadiz, or loose the hands of Orion,
The bands.
the
So
sun?
now, why you think the white man want to go to these planets and Mars so bad? Alright, all the movies that he show you, when he go to these planets, what do he take from there?
Is it some type of thing like kryptonite, something, some type of what do you call it, it's not like kryptonite, but it's something like that.
We watch a movie Avatar. What did you want out of that man? It was a stone, right? Minerals. So when they show you they go to Mars, they show you that they take up soil. Because they tell you that all these places have minerals that this earth don't have. But you have not been to any of these planets, those pictures. You understand me? So now Job asking, what Job asking 31?
Can thou bind the sweet influence of Cadiz, or loose the bands of Orion?
So who going to do this? Job asking you, can you do it? Because what they do, they read the Bible, they know it, they understand it. But guess who don't read it? Guess who don't understand it? Because these are minerals and stuff. Job said, who going to lose these great things? And how Job know that they were great? Did he have a binacles to check the sky? He might. We don't know. But do we have one? No. Right? Read on. 32.
32. Can thou bring forth Mazor in the season?
So what is Mazarah? This is the question. Can you bring it forth in the season of it? Right? Read.
Or can thou guide Actros with the suns?
Mm-hmm.
Knowest thou the ordinances of heaven?
That's a question. Do you know the ordinance of heaven? You live under it, right? You walk under it every day. The white man tell you everything up there is stone, but only never drop on you. Because the Bible tells you the creation that what? What is above us? What is above the firmament? Okay. So you walking in the middle of an ocean now. Yeah, the Bible tells you, you have the firmament and above it is water. This is from the creation. But yet the white man said go to space, right? Yet he's saying go to the moon, right? When? And if he go, why don't go back? Because my question is, when you go to the moon, what time of day was it? Because if it's day, I know the sun going to be hot enough to melt you. That's number one. And number two, at night when the moonlight comes, oh, you stand. They tell you the moon is millions of miles away, right? And you see that light millions of miles away, but he spend time on it. They don't see it. Google if the Chinese believe it. Google if the Russian. Only people believe it is Americans and Africa. No other nation believe that he go there. Read on, sir.
Verse number 38. Knowest thou the ordinances of heaven? Can thou set the dominion thereof in the earth?
So what the Most High said, can you even search the dominion, therefore, where you live today? Right? Read on.
Can thou lift up the voice to the clouds, that abundance of waters may cover thee?
So you see that? What's above the clouds? So the Most High said, if you try to lift it up, what will cover you? Abundant of water. Do you know some article come out in 2024 year that in Tanzania, some part in Tanzania, clouds was dropping from the sky? Check it. Google it. Ask Google. Watch news. People was lifting it up. So I don't know if it's a real cloud or the fake one. I don't know. Because I know along with the Chinese, they're doing a lot of mysterious things on earth. They want to do God. Because the plan that they have and the plan that the Most High have is two different plans. Huh? Read on, sir.
Verse number 35. Can thou send lightnings that they may go and say unto thee, here we are?
That's the question Job asking us. That the Most High talk to the lightning. The Most High tell the lightning what to do, what movements to make. You understand me? So with the knowledge of what the Most High have, and our knowledge is not the same. Because the white man indoctrinated us for too long, brothers and sisters. So now we have to come out of that elements and come back in the elements of our Father. Right? You have the scripture in Enoch, you can read it. 12. So you don't have it here? Your book, what's it talk to? Oh. Alright, so I have it in mind, so I'll get it. Later we continue to discuss this. You have it? Read the large.
The book of Enoch, chapter 75, verse number 12.
So what kind of book you don't have big yet?
But this is not up to 12.
Alright, go.
Up to 13. Yeah.
Verse number 12. The account of the 12 gates.
The accounts of what?
Of the 12 gates.
Read.
Of the 4 quarters of heaven is ended.
Of the what? How many quarters of heaven?
4 quarters of heaven
Is what?
is ended.
Read on.
All their laws, all their infliction of punishment, and the hurt produced by them, have I explained to thee, my son, Methuselah. It's application.
Okay. So get 74. What you just read? 75, 12?
75.
Read 74, 12.
Job chapter 74, verse number 12. 12 gates I beheld in heaven.
So you say the same thing?
12 gates I beheld in heaven at the extremities of the earth.
Are the what?
The extremities of the earth,
Read.
through which the sun, moon, and stars, and all the works of heaven proceed at their rising and setting.
So you see that? So what is it taking place on the earth? The Bible says it's 12 gates up in heaven. So everything that we get on the earth proceeded out of what? Each gate. Right? Read on.
Verse number 13. Many windows also are opened on the right and on the left. One window at a certain season goes extremely hot.
So you see, so what window is that talking about? What window is this, Isaiah? He said, this window happened. What is the Shaman? Huh? Yes, so what portal is that? He said, this window opened at a certain season where everything is what? What window is that? The sun. Summer. It's summer season. Right? Read on.
One window at a certain season goes extremely hot. So also are there gates from which the stars go forth as they are commanded.
So you see that? So whatever season for the Most High is, that what you call night might not be night. When the gate open, the stars come through. Because when you read the book of Job, the Most High say, no, all the stars by name. Right? So for whatever season, the stars go through, the rain go through. Different seasons. So this is how, that's why one thing we all said as Hebrew Israelite, we read about the Enoch calendar. And the entire earth knew that was the right calendar. That's why the Greek did have to change it. The Romans came have to change it. All nations come in rulership, they have to change it. You understand me? Because this is black history, this is us. Right? Read on, sir. Get me Jubilee 6 date and turn it to. Read on, continue.
One window at a certain season goes extremely hot. So also are there gates from which the stars go forth, as they are commanded, and in which they set according to their number.
That's it?
50, you have 15.
Read 15.
And I saw likewise the chariot of heaven.
The what?
The chariot of heaven.
So this is what the white man calls so-called UFO. Right? The Isaiah. Get me Jude 1 verse 14. Read answer.
I saw likewise the chariot of heaven running in the world above to those gates in which the stars stand.
So you see that? So the chariots go to the gates where the stars and open up and say, it's time to go. Now remember when you read the Bible, what did happen to Enoch? He was taken up, huh? So he's writing what he saw. When you read the book of Enoch, he said, what heaven did Enoch went to? The 10th heaven. Because Enoch tell you after he reached, when he reached about the 3rd heaven, he said he saw the watchers that was jailed and they were being tormented. And they screamed out to him and said, Enoch, tell the Most High to show mercy unto us. And Enoch even went to the Most High and said, they asked for mercy. The Most High said, I'll never forgive you. The Most High, because the Most High said, disobedience is worse than witchcraft. Rebellion is worse than witchcraft. Right? Read answer.
I saw likewise the chariot of heaven running in the world above those gates in which the stars stand.
Read.
Which never set one of these is greater than all, which goes round the whole world.
So now, when I read Enoch 74, it gives you the different seasons. So everything breaks down to what? 12 gates, 4 seasons. Do you understand me? Tell you the summer season, where the white man calls summer, which is the hot season, the spring season, the fall season, the winter season. So we have 4 seasons. So we never have all these things with 60 seconds, 1 minute, 60 minutes, 1 hour. We don't go by that. We go by the rising of the sun to the setting of the sun. Right? Read where you are from me. Hold on. Isaiah, read where you are.
Hebrew 1 verse 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints.
So you see that? So when you read the natural Bible now, for some of you who don't have the book of Enoch, for some of you who don't believe in the book of Enoch, the prophets in the Bible read the book of Enoch. That's why they say Jude here testifying of what Enoch said. You understand me? Jude said, Enoch said, the Lord, and who was that? Talking about YAHAWAH. Enoch write about YAHAWAH. That when he come back, he's coming back with 10,000 of his saints. Didn't we read it earlier in Kings with Elijah? Elisha said it's more on our side than on their side. You understand me? So here goes Jude quoting and reading from the book of Enoch. So they can go to Jubilee. Yes, 32.
And command the children of Israel
And what the Most High command the children of Israel?
that they observe the years according to this reckoning.
They will observe the years according to what?
This reckoning.
No, the Julian calendar.
No.
So when you get 12 months a year, who give it to you? Who give that to you? Right? Where's the Jubilee. See here. He tell you that we do it according to what Enoch said. Read on.
364 days.
How much days?
364 days.
How much days in the white man 12 months a year? 360 what? And if you said 30, what is 30 times 12?
360.
So we have a problem now, right? We have a major problem now, right? Somebody's lying. And it's 360 when? Every 4 years he say you have a leap year, right? So how much days in that year? So do you see? It's a problem. Did the Most High say we should go after that or after what we're reading here? You understand? Go.
You see the months, not all of them have 20 days. You have some that have 31.
And 29 or 28 and 31. But it still will not be accurate. Because the Most High said our days should be what? 30. You understand me? The Most High said we should have 364. So it will match up. So tell me 364 from 12. How could you get 31 for this? Who dictate that? That this month should have 31 days and that month have 31 days. I was even reading it over here. I think I sent some pictures in the group. You understand me? Who dictate that? Which month do this, which month do that? When the Most High looking for what? Perfection. It should be all 30 across the board. You understand me? So based upon the sun setting and the sun rising, then you will understand all of that stuff. Can? You cannot say this one, if this month have 31 days, that have 30, this have 28. Is that perfection I share? What the number 12 mean? So do you see? Right? So read on, Deacon, finish up.
632. And command the children of Israel that they observe the years according to this reckon.
According to what?
This reckon.
Okay, read.
364 days. And this will constitute a complete year.
This will constitute a what?
A complete year.
Read on.
And will not disturb its time.
It will not what?
Disturb its time.
So now you have perfection. So the question I shall number 360. Definitely. Why? Maya.
From its days and from its feasts. For everything will fall out in them according to their testimony, and they will not leave out, and they will not disturb any feast.
Because when you go, if you go after any other different calendar, you're going to disturb all the feast days. You understand me? If we don't go back, if we should do feast day with what the white man have, feast day will be on his Easter. Because remember, you get Easter in Acts 4 was what? Passover. So how they doing it March 29th? And the Jewish man in Israel doing his Passover April 22nd. Right? So Rash, read some of this one. Quickly.
Hebrew calendar. The Jewish calendar evolved over a long period of time and is not, in its present form, an old one.
It's not in what?
But it's not, in its present form, an old one.
Because our days is still 51 something. Nobody is in 2024. Abraham born 2021. We passed that already. Right? Read on.
And is not, in its present form, an old one. The original calendar was probably primarily lunar and based on observation.
Based upon what?
Observation.
Observation of what?
Rather than calculation.
Because as I said, The white man know 2050, what's the new year, what day the new year going to fall on again. So that's calculation. Our calendar was based upon what? Something you can see, you observe. Because the tribe of Manasseh, they were the duty to look for the new moon. Every tribe have a duty. The tribe of Manasseh, they were supposed to look for what? The new moon. So our days was based upon observation. And you have to observe the moons. You have to observe what? The season. Because what the word month means. So if the word month means moon, how they do it? By calculation. And not by observation. Month mean moon. So if, just like the president in Ghana swearing on the Bible, then they don't use the Bible to do nothing else. So if you said new month mean new moon, right? So how comes you're going to have April 1st and it's not a new moon? The moon might be in the sky, staying in the sky. If April 1st comes, it should be a what? A new moon. Because when you say new month, because Ghanaian is the only people that say do that, blessed new month. Every first of each month, Ghanaian happy, blessed new month. Only thing you're saying is blessed new moon. But look in the sky if you see a new moon up there. You will see an old moon, a full moon, a crescent moon, a dark moon. So how could it be a new month? Right? Read on.
The original calendar was probably primarily lunar and based on observation rather than calculation.
Read.
Sometime during the 7th century BC, intercalary months began to be used to adjust the lunar year to the solar one. But they were used sporadically, and it was not until the 4th century AD that the calendar became fixed.
So you see that? 4th century, right? AD. After YAHAWAH died, then now a fixed calendar. So even in the time of YAHAWAH, we never had a fixed calendar. So that's why when we're born now and we could grow up with all these madness, we come back, we have to go back to the observation of calendar. But nobody wants to observe no more. You just want to become lazy. Most people just want the white man to do everything for you. The black man don't want to read. You don't want to be scientist. You don't want to be doctor. You want to be, but you don't want to do what is necessary to get there. Do you understand me? Because to be a doctor, you have to spend at least 10, 12 years in college. You have to read a lot of books. You have to study. You don't want that. You just wish tomorrow you can get doctor money and you don't do the necessary stuff. So throughout years, we become lazy. That's why you see they go on the white man website and the white man asks him the year 3000, what day it is. And he happy to tell him. Because that's what AI and Google tell you. But I can tell you, the white man knows 3,000 years on this earth. His rulership is finished. The rulership of our enemy is finished. And I ask you, why Ethiopia is the only country in Africa that never been conquered? When is Ethiopian independence, Sister Banner? Makeda. Sit. Joanna. Mayan. They don't have an independence. Look at that. They don't have an independence. They never conquered. No independence day. And you don't follow them. How hypocrite can Ghana be? A country in the continent that never been conquered, you follow nothing what this country do. Who get up? Right? So do you see what's taking place? Because Ethiopia still go by the lunar calendar. And based upon the sunset and the sun rising, some year is 12, some year is 13. We call that the 531. When the portals change. every 5 years, every 3 years, every 1 year. Because what was some of the skill people used to know when it's a new year? Huh? No, they used to do certain stuff. People still do it today, even in America. Even in Israel, you have black Jews do it today, you have the Palestinians do it. You have no idea, right? Huh? No? It's two key components they used to use. Huh? No? They use the broom. Because remember, New Year's meaning what? A new equinox. So the spring equinox. So to get when the white man tell her the spring equinox is March 20 every year. But our belief it's between March 16 to March 24. We don't go by his one calculation. Right? They used to use a broom. So if the broom stand up, New Year's they can try. It works. So you put the broom, so if it's a new year, you put it, you set it, and you let it go and it keeps standing. Or you make a egg. The most formal one was the egg, not the broom. They use the egg in Jamaica, right? Yeah, they use the egg to make the egg stand. And if it's a new year, Aisha, you will not eat that egg, because it will stand.
When you leave the egg.
No, like you get it, you want to make it stand up on one side, the small side. So now you try it, it will fall. But new year, the new equinox, the balance, the earth balance, it will stand right there. People still do it. Black Jews still do it today in America and in Israel. But the first time I went to see it was in Israel. Because we was just going after what the white man gave to us, saying it's New Year's. And when we go to Israel, we was keeping the Passover based upon him. And even the black brother in Israel, when he tell us, he said, y'all don't believe me? He called some white rabbi over. And we see them in the park of Gethsemane. Because that's where Mary buried. Mary was buried in Gethsemane. So when we went over there, we're sitting over there in Gethsemane. That's where Yahushua keep his last feast. And the black man brings some white rabbi and said, Rabbi, tell these people we're not in New Year. And the rabbi said, no, we're not in the season, we're looking for it. So we said, what about those people in Jerusalem, what they're doing? He said, hell with those people in Jerusalem. We're looking for the season, we're not in the season. And guess what? It's unbelievable. So that's why this is telling you, we was what? Read it from the top again, sir.
Hebrew calendar. The Jewish calendar evolved over a long period of time, and it's not in its present form.
It's not in what?
In its present form.
Because that's why even we will make it. What do I do? Every 3 months, every 6 months. Because the moon delayed, the sun delayed. The sun don't rise 5 o'clock every morning. Right? Read on.
And it's not in its present form, an old one.
Really?
The original calendar was probably primarily lunar.
The original was what?
Primarily lunar. And based on observation.
Based upon what?
Observation.
You can see. Read.
Rather than calculation.
Read on.
Sometime during the 7th century BC, intercalary months began to be used to adjust the lunar year to the solar one.
Read on.
To adjust the lunar year to the solar one. But they were used periodically. And it was not until the 4th century AD
after the death of Yahushua
that the calendar became fixed. The Babylonian exile, beginning in the 6th century BC, had a great influence on the Jewish calendar.
And we still hold that Babylonian custom until today. We still hold that custom till today. Because when did our Hebrew change? The Babylonian captivity. Read on.
The Babylonian exile, beginning in the 6th century BC, had a great influence on the Jewish calendar. The months, which had for the most part been designated by numbers or by agricultural information.
You see that? The month of 31 days, this, you have 30 this. We go by our month begin whenever the moon comes. Read?
The months, which had for the most part been designated by numbers or by agricultural information, began to be called by the Babylonian month names and the rarely used Hebrew names disappeared.
Do you see? So if this is a history book telling you our history disappeared, who we have marched now? Who we have April? When's coming these days? When the Most High telling us, what's the New Year, Deacon? What month is the New Year?
For the Hebrew,
Yes.
Abib.
Okay. Because if you say Nissan, you're wrong. Because Nissan is what nation used to use the word Nissan? No? Esther, tell me about Nissan. What captivity was Esther in? The Persians. Thank you, sis. So do you see that? Every captivity we go and we leave with their custom. Because we go to Babylon with Abib, we come back with Nissan. Nissan is a damn car. Who make it? China or Japan? And people still will out there and tell you, Nissan is no, that's Persian New Year. Persia don't even use Nissan now. Leave it alone. Not because I see Esther writing, don't mean it's correct. When we go there, we go with Abib. Do you understand? Now, what you end up with? April. And you're going to teach your children, April is a new year, mommy. April is a new year. April. You get that from the British. So every captivity you're going in, what's a fancy word for April? Ebo. So what's a fancy word for April? Ebo? The scholars them say Ebo. Ebo. So you see, you can just say Abib. The most I say I deliver you in this month. What month ends? Abib. Right? Read on Raj.
The new year, which had been celebrated in Nisan, was moved to Tishri.
To what?
To Tishri.
This is the next name. You see? He moved from Abib to Nisan to Tishri. Read on.
Was moved to Tishri when the Babylonians celebrated theirs.
So when the Babylonians celebrated what?
Theirs.
Hey, why the baby crying so much? Hey. You will not do that here. Think you're too small to assume the position? So read that quotation again, sir.
The new year, which had been celebrated in Nisan.
Listen. The new year which used to celebrate in when?
Nisan.
Read on.
Was moved.
Was what?
Was moved.
To what?
To Tishri.
Why?
When the Babylonians celebrated theirs.
So the new year, what used to be so-called April, Abu, it moved from there to January 1st. Do you see that? No matter what captivity we go in, when they move, ours move. So that's why you have January 1st when the white man tell you April is what? All Fools Day. April Fools. In America they say All Fools Day. In Jamaica they say what? Lion? Huh? No, we have a next day. Huh? April Fool's Day. So even my sister born the 1st of April and she hates her birthday. Because people say everybody born the 1st of April is a fool. In market, my sister hates her birthday. She will not tell nobody that's her birthday. But in the Bible, YAHAWAH born was a Yearist. They will not teach her that. They tell her, they even moved the birth of Jesus. Didn't they do that? When did they tell her Jesus born? In the middle of winter. Mary need a last whipping to be out there having baby outside. What kind of mother was she? You never prepare for winter? Do you understand me? But when I read in the book of Luke, he said the angel went to her in the 6 months, right? But how the white man do his calculation is not the same way God does. Do you understand me? Read answer.
The present Jewish calendar is a lunisolar what?
The present one, what the Jewish people use today is what?
A lunisolar
They
what?
go by the moon. That's why, and even that is confusing. Israel keeping the Passover this year when? April 21. Right? April 24, right? When is the Jewish New Year this year? September. But leave that alone. It's not our business. Do you understand me? That's not part of our business. Leave that alone. Right? Read on, sir.
The present Jewish calendar is a lunisolar one. The years being reckoned by the sun and the months by the moon.
So you see that? They judge their year based upon the sun and their month go by when. That's why I said when they're in Israel and it's the moon, everybody, the alarm go off. Why Israel don't do it like the American do it? They go on AI and say, AI, tell us this, AI, tell us that. Why? And they just went back in the land 1948. And by going back in the land, they still stick to the Asian path. Do you see that? Right? Read on, sir.
The years being reckoned by the sun and the months by the moon. The day is considered to begin at 6 p.m.
Consider. So when their day begin?
6 p.m.
When your day begin?
When
No.
12 a.m.
In Ghana, when your day begin?
12 a.m.
Who is doing business at 12 a.m.? Apart from witches and vampires and everybody else.
Hey, Accra, they do business.
they don't sleep.
They don't sleep 24/7. Even Abura, they don't sleep.
As I said, New York is the only city on this earth that never sleeps. Hey, as I said, New York is the only city on this earth that never sleeps. And every government office closed that time. Everything for, listen man, even the Bible tell you, what David tell you? That walking at night. So now, which right man in his mind, Deacon? You're going Accra back in the days, right? You know when you're missing for a couple of hours and you just pop up. So you're going Accra in the days, Deacon. And you see Sister Yawana in Accra. 1 o'clock at night. Would you take her serious? How are you? See Maya out there with her heels, and she might have a pink hair, and she have her handbag, and she might be in something, her pants or a miniskirt. Whatever come out her mouth 12 a.m., will you take her serious? You run. So nobody, so the business what done in those hours is nothing significant to the human body. Because remember, what's the most natural antibiotic for human being?
Sleep.
What is it? Sleep. Sleep is the #1 antibiotic. Your body need that. Even the Bible tells you need your rest. Because what the most I call rest? The word rest, what the word rest mean? YAHAWAH tell man you'll be rest with me today on the grass. What the word rest mean? Paradise. So have you ever want to sleep and somebody making noise? How angry you be? Deacon, tell me, how angry you be? You want to sleep when these children playing, so that can Jabbar be screaming on top of their voice. You're angry, right? Because somebody wants to take you to paradise. Or you want to sleep, Deacon, and Sister Yawana just want to talk. Only thing you hear is yada 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 yada. You understand me? Your reaction might be upsetting to her, but you don't see it as nothing. Like, I don't want to sleep. Right, Awar? You'll be sleeping and you'll get up to bed 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and somebody just outside making noise. They hear the pot drop, they hear this, that, and all kind of noise, right? Because they want to take you to paradise. Sleep is important. So if you go and do a job where you go and be up 12:30, your day begins 12:30 at night. Re-examine yourself. You understand me? Because it's just fun fact. Right? Nothing wrong with it, because when our day begin at 6 p.m. But in America, the white man day begin at 5 in the morning and 6 in the morning, right? We use the same term at 12:32 this morning, 12 a.m. this morning. But they actually begin at 5 to 9. Because they say 8 to 9 is rush hour, right, Sister Naomi? No matter where you're at, if traffic catch you 8 to 7:30 on the road, you're not coming out that traffic until 10 o'clock. No, some place worse than some, but New York, Houston, if traffic catch you 7:30, you're late. No matter what the appointment is, you're late. You understand me? But they still go by morning bigging at 12 o'clock at night. So if morning beginning at 12 o'clock, why are you so tired? If the morning begin at 12 a.m. at night, why are you so tired? Because be honest, 6 o'clock is when you're really ready to sit and chill, right? Everything that you're missing out in the day at 6 p.m. is my phone now, right, Zaman? It's me and my phone now, my best friend now, right? 6 o'clock is when you sit down and put up your phone and you start to check everything, right? Till you get ready for bed, right? So they begin at 6 p.m. You begin at 12 o'clock. So it's a big difference with the time of the Most High and your time. But nobody tell a white man that the day begin at 12 a.m. Right? Read on, ma'am, sir.
The day is considered to begin at 6 p.m. For calendar purposes.
For what?
Calendar purposes. But for religious and practical purposes, it begins at sunset.
At when?
Sunset.
When the sun rises in the morning. So you see, they base theirs off what? They have two calendars. One for business, one for religious. So the calendar what the rest of the world use is only for business. Because everybody else is on the pace of America. Read on, sir.
But for religious and practical purposes, it begins at sunset. The calendar day consists of 24 hours, each hour being divided into 1,080 parts, equal to about 3.3 seconds each. The calendar is complicated by religious requirements, which dictate that certain events must not occur on specific days.
So you see that? So this is in Israel today. You understand me? You have the business calendar, you have the religious calendar. Read on.
The calendar is complicated by religious requirements, which dictate that certain events must not occur on specific days. For example, the new year must not fall on a Sunday.
Look at this. Why? Why? Because the white man New Year is Sunday is the first day of what? So the Jewish people, that's why the Jewish people say we don't want no Christian in our country. Do you ever see that? They say we don't want no Christian here. So now, deacon, we don't have such laws. So if our New Year fall on Sunday, we not a Sunday worshiper. That's why we don't go with these names. But look how Israel banned your Sunday that you used to go to church. That Israel said our New Year should never fall on a Sunday. Because they know what that Sunday represents. We're not worshiping that sun god. Just like our New Year cannot fall on a Sunday. We have the first day of the week, the second day of the week, the third day of the week, the fourth day of the week, the fifth day of the week. Sister, you understand? I'm the government of supplies. What was created Shamak, wait, sir. You going where? You have 1 second. Are you next? What was created on the fifth day of the week in the creation?
On the fifth day, it was the beast of the field. No, that's the sixth day. It was the fowls.
Have a seat. This is a man. You, thy feeling. Continue, Ash. Think about it. Nobody turn to Genesis, Maya, and I'm watching him. Bunch of thieves. Deacon, what are you doing in Genesis?
What's that? Tree.
Okay. We're still Genesis.
Yeah. They have to do because last week.
Oh, you went through it with them?
Yes.
Really?
Hey,
Papa.
they didn't go through the creation. He didn't go through the
Break
creation.
up no account, won't let account.
All right, we're going to test it.
Yeah.
Nobody turn to Genesis. Are your notes last week? Read and Rash. Hold on, let him finish. I'm just doing this and then we close it.
For example, the new year must not fall on a Sunday, Wednesday, or Friday.
Look at this. So no matter what they do, they will alter these days. So now, how can we go after somebody that do stuff like this? Do you see what's taking place? Read on.
The day of atonement must not fall on a Friday or Sunday.
Look at this. Do you see what's happening? So we cannot go, how can we go by a calendar like this? Read.
The day of atonement must not fall on a Friday or Sunday. The day of tabernacles
Close the door, Shama.
The day of tabernacles must not fall on a Saturday. Passover must not precede the new year by 163 days. Passover must not precede the new year by 163 days.
And the Bible said the Passover must be done in the new year, right? Deuteronomy 16. Read.
And Pentecost must precede the new year by 113 days.
How far yet? All right, just hurry, finishing.
To circumvent these prescriptions, a system of variable year length is used. The month is calculated from conjunction to conjunction, which equals 29 days, 12 hours, 44 minutes.
So the 12 hours and the 44 minutes and their calendar is extra, right? That's why they use the word conjunction, meaning they're going off in something else. Read.
The month is calculated from conjunction to conjunction, which equals 29 days, 12 hours, 44 minutes, and 3 quarter contain 12 hours, 44 minutes, and 3 quarter seconds. To ensure that the calendar month contain an exact number of days, a system of alternating 29 and 30 days arose. The months containing 30 days are called full.
Called what?
Are called full.
So although they tell you 29, they still have some months with 30 days. And these months are what? Full months. But all of this, what they base it upon, is the moon. You understand me? And they're using this system in Israel today. Right? Further on in the book, you see the Ethiopian calendar and the Egyptian calendar. Because those are the only two countries in Africa that actually have a calendar. And we know the Egyptian updated the Ethiopian and the Hebrew calendar. You understand me? And all of them go by that. They just use the January 1 for business. Even Russia do it. Cuba do it. Vietnam do it. Philippines do it. Most of these countries still do it. They have their own calendar, but they use the American calendar for business. So I don't know before slavery how we used to use our calendar here in Africa. I don't know. You understand me? So we can, I don't know if no records of a Ashanti calendar or a Fanti calendar. But what was the new year before January 1st? Because January 1st never came in until 1873. So Shamak, what was it before? Because the new year, remember the British was the last to change. And the British changed the new year from March 23rd to January 1st. They do it 1873. So what was it 1872 in Ghana? I know if you Google it, you might see something, but that's history. So even so, you have to see what calendar we used to use here before slavery. Because slavery, Columbus came in 1400, right? They weren't celebrating January 1st as New Year. That never come in until 1873, when slavery about to abolish. So even year itself as a calendar, which was not the Julian Caesar calendar. Just like in the Hebrew, we have our own calendars. We never go by these things what the white man tell you is day begin 12 a.m. If you go by any calendar what said the day begin 12 a.m., you're going to go off. Because if there's no moon, the day don't begin. If you don't see that moon in the sky, observation, the day have not begun. What moon will you see 12 o'clock at night? So do you see? It's a big difference in conjunction. Sister Joanna, get me a scripture. Who says?
Oh, I had to write it down so I can remember. But on the 5th day, you made the fowl of the air and the fishes of the sea, all the sea stuff, all that was in the sea.
The second day, the 15th.
On the 5th.
And I'm asking you now the second day.
Oh, the second day you made the firmament of the heavens.
Okay, well done.
All right.
You did have a question. You did write it. Rahash, get the scripture. John 21, 24, 25.
Yeah, we need baby.
The book of St. John 21, verse 24 to 25.
What the heck?
John 21, 24 to 25. Aisha, yeah. John 20, 30. Sister Yawana. Numbers 21, 14. Sister Zayat. First Chronicles 29, 29. Urash.
The book of St. John, chapter 21, verse 24.
Read.
This is the disciple which testified of these things
And what did this disciple testify?
and wrote these things. And we know that his testimony is true.
Read.
And there are also many other things which YAHAWAH did.
What the Bible said?
And there are also many other things which YAHAWAH did.
Read on.
That which, if they should be written everyone, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books that should be written in it.
So what he's talking about now? Go sit back and you see. Did anybody ask anything? She don't ask you nothing. Go sit. Right? So hear what they're saying. The Most High is saying, all the things that YAHAWAH did, the world could not contain it if it should write one. Shalom, sir. Put him on translation. So do you see that? So the Bible now telling you, what we read in this Bible, brothers and sisters, is a fraction of knowledge. The Most High just gave us this Bible to bring us, it's enough in there to bring us back home. Now the Bible said, all the things that YAHAWAH did, if you should write books, the world, what did he do at two, Shaman? What was YAHAWAH doing at two? That's, yeah, but we don't have no proof of that. There's no script of that. You understand me? So you see, we don't know what he was doing in those young age. Because when we do the history, and who was the man that buried YAHAWAH? Joseph of what? Google who was Joseph to YAHAWAH. They will tell you Joseph was his uncle. Because in Israel, when somebody died, the head of the family must get the body. So even that Joseph and YAHAWAH was uncle. When you read the history, he tells you that Joseph took YAHAWAH to England. It's there. So you see, so much things in this world, all the answer is not here, brothers and sisters. Done? Sister Joanna, I share what you have for me.
John 20 verse 30.
Read that.
John chapter 20 verse 30. And many other signs truly did YAHAWAH in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book.
So why would John say this? That YAHAWAH did many more things when he was with the disciple, but they were not recorded. What is these other stuff? Right? Sister Yawana, go. You can follow from me. Number what? Numbers 21 verse 14. Well, wait, we can find it. Eight. Nakam.
Go. Number 21, 14. Go.
Go.
Number 21, verse 14.
What is the deacon?
Yeah.
So read it in English, Raj. So do you all understand what Sister Yawana just read?
No.
Right, we'll read it. We'll do the fancy, we'll do the English.
Read it well again.
Should miss some deacon?
Read. 14. Go. One son. Write English.
Johash, English. So just like Isaiah read in 20:30, he said many things that Yahushua did that the disciples never do what? Recorded. Huh? Numbers 21:14, sir.
Because of Numbers of 21, verse 14.
Read.
Wherefore, it is said in the book of the wars of the Lord.
In the book of what?
The wars of the Lord.
So whoever read the book of the war. So you all said God is love, right?
Yeah.
You said God love everybody. But now the Bible said there's a book of what?
War
Of who?
of the Lord.
So where's this book at? I know it's in Vatican. You never heard that before? Book of war. And guess who mentioned this? Moses. So this could not be like David and Solomon them killing people. This was before the flood. What was taking place in this region of the flood? Because I said the book of the wars of the lords, meaning the powers. Do you see what's taking place? Sister Zayat, Sister Yawana say. What scripture you have, man?
Chronicles, Second Chronicles.
I'm asking you.
Second one.
She said in Brimstone.
What is Embrim?
Chronicles.
Okay. So you find the thing.
Call the place again.
Is it?
Call it.
Embrim.
And give me some.
First Chronicles 29:29.
Verse 29.
What do you want?
Yeah, for 29.
Sister Naomi, Second Chronicles 12 for you. You gave the second Samuel.
And now,
Can.
Trent.
and the
Midnight,
word
actually, I'm right. Midnight,
29.
Can you, word by word?
I say, na abira wobo wowe afalo no bon.
Another kind, 29.
Enjo.
First Chronicles.
Second Chronicles.
Listen.
You said first.
I said First Chronicles.
But I was on second to go first.
First Chronicles. Yeah, it's not. My God.
Wow.
Quickly. Sister Naomi, shalom. I didn't even see when they're coming. I just see somebody looking at me. Please help me move down. You ready? Hey. Go ahead.
29. 29. Ɔsi afi ɔhin David asɛm a ozi kan na wɔzi odi twerɛ no ɔhyɛ wɔakyerɛ no wɔ ahinzi.
Stop the smiling. It's the word of God. Am I smiling? So stop it. Read. What you say? What you say?
I can be in a number way. Can't you, Chassis?
Ɔsi afi ɔhin David no asɛm a no ho nsɛm a wozi kan na wozi no ekyiri no wɔhyɛ wɔkyerɛ no wɔ ahenzi adehuni Samuel asɛm nsɛm nna nkɔmhyɛni Nathan asɛm na ahunzinyi Gad nsɛm no
okay, the book of Finya watch send me at the baby send the Jameson away. Say it's finished.
No, she had to read it over again.
Okay.
She was counting.
Go.
I wasn't impressed. Impressed.
And continue. I'm kind of can be. I feel need David no in some Odicano, da Odicino. Okay, watch on. Adehuni Samuel and some Nankusheni Nathan and some na Adehuni Gad and some room. Canada.
I feel on him David some was the can not was the training. Share watch on no Ahunzi Samuel and some which
Stop. You might read every week. When you start evening class, you might read. Next week when you start the Shabbat class, a while. In Psalm 72, she have to read. Because I know that I'm waking up at the morning. I know because of the barrier. I don't call you on much to read. But I don't want the case where nobody come into one bench. So what I'll do, I'll learn Fante. Ash, can you teach me Fante? Please. I shall not going to teach me action and all these other stuff. I need to learn Fante. What? He's a Fante teacher. I'm happy you always recommend yourself. Rahash, can you teach me Fante? I don't trust these kinds of persons. I don't want them to teach me bad words, it's good words. Right? I don't trust them. So Sister Grace, stop the smile. I don't want you to smile. We'll be reading every week in class. Where's Sister Grace? I don't want the case with nobody coming into one bench. Because I don't want nobody left behind. Don't matter the language barrier. Because everybody has to try. Next thing you'll do the same thing you was doing in Christian churches. You will not have that way. So you have to be involved. Both you and Sister Yawana, where's your wife at? She's too. She gone to the washroom a very long time. Right? Sing. Read Rahash.
The book of 1 Chronicles chapter 29, verse number 29.
Read.
Now the acts of David the king, first and last, behold, they are written in the book of Samuel the seer.
So it tell you the act what David did. They written in what book?
Book of Samuel, the seer.
So we read the book of Samuel, right?
Ah.
Samuel's right about David. Read on.
And in the book of Nathan, the
And in the book
prophet.
of what?
Nathan.
So where's that book? Where's the book of Nathan?
In the Vatican.
So if you, all of them in the Vatican, all of them are there. So now the question is, if you're worrying about reading 66 books here, we have a lot more. I want to read the book of wars. The white man do a movie named The Art of War. He even have a book about it, The Art of War. Do you understand me? All right. So now, who was next? Stan?
But you just said chapter
I will get there. I'm thinking about it.
Oh.
What scripture did I give to you?
2 Chronicles 12.
15. Michaela, what did I give to you? Second Samuel too. Okay, Sister Naomi, go. Second Chronicles, right? Yes, go. Michaela, Second Samuel. Stand, Michaela.
Now the acts of Rehoboam.
Please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should wait.
Call the book. Let me know what you're reading.
Okay, 2 Chronicles 12, verse 15.
What book?
2 Chronicles
What?
chapter 12, verse 15.
Go.
Now the acts of Rehoboam first.
Stand. Stand for me. Am I not funny? What book is Sister Naomi reading? 20 verse 16. What 20 verse 16? Stand. Gabby.
And I want to know one.
I give you a chance the last time. What book is Sister Naomi reading? You just don't want to learn, eh? With a name like Gavin. You don't want to learn. I'm going to make you learn. You hear me? You. Stan Joel. What book is Sister Naomi reading from? Second Chronicles 20 verse 16. You get one wrong, you zoom money. Christina? Well done. Give her a round of applause. You don't clap. You bunch of rebels. Read from the middle.
2 Chronicles chapter 12, verse 15 reads, Now the acts of Rehoboam, first and last, are they not written in the book of Shemaiah?
In the book of what?
Shemaiah.
So we have a book named the Book of Shemaiah. Do you have anything more to that?
The prophet.
That's it?
And it do the seer concerning genealogy.
So you see, we have a book about all of our genealogy. So the white man know who you are more than you know who you are. So where's this book of genealogy? Yet you think I know everything.
Yeah, you see it.
Yet you think I know everything. And these books are great for history. You have more to it?
Yes.
Read.
And there were wars between Rehoboam and Jeroboam
So you're giving everything.
continually.
That's the two, Ephraim and Judah. Well done. So you see, we haven't get that book yet, Aisha. That book might just tell you directly what the new year is. But where it is. Who took it? It was there. Why do you think the Rome burned the temple? Just imagine the records. Remember with Nebuchadnezzar and Daniel? The Mosai right on the board, right? And they couldn't make it out. The Mosai, what did Daniel say? The Mosai said, go bring back all this thing to Jerusalem. The Mosai said, they take all my good and pleasant stuff. The Mosai said that. The Mosai said, tell them to bring it back to Jerusalem. But Nebuchadnezzar just took records. What did the Romans do? burn it. So now, look at us without a history. We think we're different from the people from the old. Last night I see somebody telling me that none are Gentiles. I was so sweat, fire was coming out of me. I was almost like a fever. Oh mother, I was with the stupidity of life. And this was a black American who knows the truth. But that's the mentality. So not everybody who come and smile in your face means they're good for you. And we'll read about that today in the book of Sirach. Because you people are welcoming to strangers more than your own. So if you hear somebody with an accent, you'll be extra happy to that person. But that person can be Satan. Remember, Judas was with YAHAWAH. And Judas was Satan. What was Judas' office, Sister Joanna? Stand. Judas, what was his office?
Mary.
Every time I ask you a question, it's like you're not hearing. He was a what? So in this school, who have Judas' office?
Sister
So ask yourself the question, why would YAHAWAH give Judas that office?